They got nothing, but they shot my son anyway.
Michigan murderers possibly getting a second chance.
But victims' families will find themselves back in court once again, reliving the most tragic time of their lives.
In the next few weeks, prosecutors will decide the fates of 350 convicts serving life sentences for first-degree murder.
Yeah, now they all committed their crimes under the age of 18. The Supreme Court says if prosecutors want to keep them behind bars, they must prove that they deserve to be there.
Well, defender Kevin Dietz reports more than 200 local families may soon have to once again face the killer of their loved ones.
Young killers locked up for life are getting a new chance at freedom. But tonight, one local prosecutor says despite the massive effort and cost, she's going to fight for the families of the victims to keep young killers behind bars.
We had a son. His name was Dylan. He was 26, tall, handsome, smart, and kind.
Claire DeCoster shares the heartbreaking story of her son's 2012 murder at a crime victim rights event.
My husband and I spent the next several weeks lying in our bed, paralyzed.
26-year-old Dylan DeCoster gunned down as he was walking into work at a kidney dialysis facility.
He was attacked and shot by 3 men. They were looking for smartphones. They got nothing, but they shot my son anyway.
Reliving the tragedy is not easy for families of murder victims.
I can't be who I was, and I've quit apologizing and feeling guilty about that.
At the same event, Oakland County Prosecutor Jessica Cooper reveals that 350 Michigan families are about to have their wounds reopened in the wake of a Supreme Court ruling.
I have a gut-wrenching duty, and that's to contact the families of the murdered victims with the shocking news of murdered victims that they have to dredge up painful memories and come to grips with the thought that once again, coming face to face with the individual who was convicted of murdering their loved ones.
The United States Supreme Court ruled that in all cases where someone was under the age of 18, where they are convicted of first-degree murder, prosecution must conduct a special sentencing hearing before the court can impose a life sentence without parole. The idea? To prevent people from spending 50, 60, 70 years or longer behind bars by giving those who deserve a second chance a term of years instead of life. Cooper says of the 50 cases in Oakland County, few deserve to be set free.
That if they're still considered after 10 and 15 years high risk, is that someone that we can let out back into society?
She says most of the first-degree murder cases were heinous crimes by kids who are now in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. Most, she says, have not done well in prison and are not good candidates for release.
My job is to protect the community.
To keep the killers in jail, prosecutors have to hold a hearing and prove they deserve life in prison. They must declare by next month which cases they want to argue for life sentences and which ones will revert to 25 to 60 years behind bars. That means an extensive fact-finding mission of cases that are often decades old.
It is a massive, massive undertaking.
At the Crime Victims' Rights event, the Oakland County prosecutor thanked local police agencies for sharing the cost and burden of tracking down files and families in the 50 cases of juvenile murderers, saying together the community must work to seek justice for those convicted, but also for the families who lost loved ones.
A defense attorney's duty is to his or her client. My duty is to society and to my community and the protection of the community. What is safe? Who is safe to be released?
It's not been decided if judges or juries will decide if young offenders go free. Prosecutor Cooper says her office will proceed as if this were the very first trial to make sure that those they think might kill again stay locked up. Kevin Dietz, Defenders.
Some painful wounds reopened.
And
huh?
we heard just from one mother, but there are many mothers and
Many of them have to relive this.
family members out there.